I'm here to tell you about Growing Up in Digital Europe, for which the acronym is GUIDE. This is the first Europe-wide longitudinal survey of children. My name is Gary Pollock. I'm Professor of Sociology at Manchester Metropolitan University, and I co-lead the GUIDE survey along with Jennifer Simons from University College Dublin. Why do we need GUIDE? Longitudinal surveys of children and young people have existed for some time. Some of them are shown on this slide. Why do we need GUIDE? We need GUIDE because there is a desire for a comparative analysis, and comparative analysis is challenged by the differences between these different surveys. They use questionnaires and items which are not the same. They have different sampling structures, maybe different fieldwork protocols, and they are surveyed often at different times. So there are many post hoc harmonization challenges when it comes to the comparative analysis, and what GUIDE does is it seeks to overcome these challenges. So whereas previous studies required post hoc harmonization methods for comparative analysis, the GUIDE study is fully input harmonized. It has common instruments and a methodology. Currently, GUIDE is in its preparatory phase. We've got a project called Coordinate, which is helping us to do piloting and develop other tools that we need for the full waves of data collection. This slide shows you that we intend to go into the field in 2027 with the 8-year-old cohort, following them up every 3 years until the age of 24. In 2029, we would enter the field with the 9-month-old cohorts, following them up in 2 years, and then subsequently every 3 years until the age of 24. So we would have fully cohort comparative data from 2037 onwards. The samples will be statistically representative at a national level. The size of each sample in each country is a function of the population size, the birth rate, and expected attrition rates over a 25-year period. We expect that in larger countries that the cohort of 8-year-olds would have a sample of 8,000 minimum, and of 9-month-olds 10,000 minimum. Where there are smaller population sizes, these would be respectively 4,000 and 5,000. We've developed 3 questionnaires in previous projects, which we are field testing in the Coordinate project now. Firstly, a questionnaire for the 8-year-old children. Secondly, for their main carer. And then thirdly, the main carer of 9-month-olds. The focus of the GUIDE study is child well-being over the life course. And so this slide gives you an indication of the different themes which we are including in the different questionnaires. You'll see here that this is social science driven. There are health indicators in there, but the primary focus for us is sociology, psychology, economics, and so forth. Where did GUIDE come from, and how will it develop? The origins of the GUIDE study go back to a Framework 7 call put out by the Commission, which asked the question, is it feasible and is it desirable to have a longitudinal study of child well-being across Europe? We answered that with the MyWeb project, and we followed it up with a design study called the European Cohort Development Project, which developed the methodology and the business case for what used to be called EuroCohort and what is now called Growing Up in Digital Europe. That project finished in 2019. We followed it up with something which we're doing at the moment, the Coordinate project, which is a starting communities project within which we are doing piloting and instrument development and technological development for the GUIDE study. That will take us to 2025. We are applying for and hope to get a preparation phase grant from Horizon Europe, which will help us to develop things further, because as you can see from this, we will be going up to 2053 if we need to get funding up to 2053 to take GUIDE to its conclusion. You can see in the middle there, we've also got onto the ESFRI roadmap last year, and we will be seeking ERIC status, European Research Infrastructure Consortium status. And so that's GUIDE. Thank you very much.